All right, guys, continue on. Richard III, Act 3, Scene 2. A messenger enters and goes to Hastings' door. Messenger, knocking. My lord, Hastings, off stage. Who's knocking? Messenger. A messenger from Lord Stanley, Hastings, off stage. What time is it? Messenger. 4 o'clock in the morning. Hastings enters. Hastings. Can't Lord Stanley sleep? Messenger. I guess not, for good reason, as you'll soon hear. First, he sends his regards. Hastings. And then? Messenger. And then he said to tell you that tonight he dreamed the Duke of Gloucester cut off his helmet. That is his head. Besides that, he says that 2 meetings are going to be held tomorrow, and something may be decided at one of them that may make you and him, who are at the others, sorry. He wants to know if instead of going to the meeting, you'll get on your horse and ride north with him to get out of harm's way. Hastings. Go, man. Return to your lord and tell him not to worry about the separate meetings. While he and I are at one, my loyal servant Catesby will be at the other, so nothing will happen that we won't find out about. Tell your master there is no sound basis for his worries. And as for his dreams, I'm surprised he's so foolish as to trust the fantasies of a restless night. If we flee from the boar before the boar even pursues us, we'll only make the boar angry and suspicious, causing him to chase us when he never intended to. Tell your master to get up and come here, and we'll go together to the tower to meet the boar, who will treat us well, and he'll see. The boar refers to Richard, whose heraldic emblem, worn on his armor to indicate his noble lineage, was the boar. Messenger. I'll go, my lord, and tell him what you say. He exits. Catesby enters. Catesby. Good morning, my noble lord. Hastings. Good day, Catesby. You're up early. What news can you tell me in this fast-moving, unsteady state of ours? Catesby. Our world sure is spinning fast, my lord. I believe it won't stop moving and stand upright till Richard wears the wreath of the realm. Hastings. What do you mean, wears the wreath? Are you talking about the crown? Catesby. Yes, my good lord. Hastings. I'll have my head cut from my shoulders before I see the crown so misplaced, but do you think that's what he's aiming for? Catesby. Yes, I swear, and he hopes you'll join his party to help. For that reason he sends you this good news, that this very day your enemies, the Queen's relatives, will die at Pomfret. Hastings. Well, I'm not sorry to hear that, because they have always been my enemies, but the idea that I'd give my support to Richard and keep my master King Edward the Fourth's true heirs from the crown? Never. God knows I die before I do that. Catesby. Well, let's hope you stay in that noble frame of mind. Hastings. In a year, when things have calmed down, I'll laugh about how those who got King Edward the Fourth to hate me are now brought low. But as for now, before 2 weeks have gone by, I'm going to send some people packing. They have no idea what's coming. Catesby. It's a horrible thing to die when you're not prepared for it, my gracious lord. Hastings. Yes, monstrous, monstrous. That's how it will be for Rivers, Vaughan, and Grey. That's how it will be for some other men, too, who think they're as safe as you and I, who are well loved by noble Richard and Buckingham. Catesby. Richard and Buckingham have a high opinion of you, to himself. So high they'll stick your head on the bridge. So he said that to himself. London Bridge, where heads of traitors were displayed on poles to serve as warnings to the general populace. Alright, so Hastings. I know they do, and I certainly deserve it. Stanley enters. Continues Hastings. Come on. Where's your spear for the boar, man? You're afraid of the boar, but you go around without your spear? Stanley. My lord, good morning. Good morning, Catesby. Go ahead and laugh at me, but by Jesus, I don't like these separate meetings. I really don't. Hastings. My lord, my life is as important to me as yours is to you, and it was never as precious to me as it is now. Do you think I would be feeling as triumphant as I am if I didn't know that our situation was secure? Stanley. When the lords who are imprisoned at Pomfret left London, they also were in a good mood and supposed their situation was secure, and they also had no reason to worry. But you see how soon the day got cloudy for them. Richard's sudden hateful attack on them makes me worry. I hope to God I'm proven wrong. Well, should we head to the tower? The day is well on its way. Hastings, come on, let's get going. You know what, my lord? Those men you just mentioned will be beheaded today. Lord Stanley, they deserve to keep their heads more than some people who have managed to keep their positions. But come, my lord, let's go. A pursuivant enters. Pursuivant is a junior officer. So Lord Stanley continues, go on ahead, I'll talk with this good man. Stanley and Catesby exit. Continues Lord Stanley, what's up, man? How's it going? Pursuivant, better, since your lordship was nice enough to ask. Hastings, I tell you, man, it's better for me too than the last time we met here. Then I was on my way to the tower where I was going to be locked up thanks to the false charges of the Queen's allies. But now I tell you, keep it to yourself though. Those enemies of mine are being put to death today, and I'm better than I've ever been. Pursuivant, well, let's hope your good fortune continues. Hastings, thanks a lot, mister. Here, drink to me. He throws the pursuivant some money. Pursuivant, God be good to you. He exits. A priest enters. Priest, a nice coincidence, my lord. I'm glad to see you. Hastings, I thank you, Sir John, with all my heart. I am indebted to you for your last sermon. By next week, I'll be able to pay you. Just want to make sure I didn't skip a page. Priest, I'll come to you, your lordship. Hastings whispers in his ear. The priest exits. Buckingham enters. Buckingham, what? Talking with the priest, Hastings? Your friends at Pomfret? They're the ones who need a priest. You, on the other hand, don't have any confessions you have to make. Hastings, when I ran into this holy man, those men you mentioned did come to mind, in fact. Are you headed to the tower? Buckingham, I am, my lord, but I won't be there for long. I'll be off before you are. Hastings, yes, probably because I'm staying for lunch. Buckingham to himself, and for dinner too, though you don't know it. To Hastings, come, are you going? So Buckingham is deceiving because he says to himself, and for dinner too, though you don't know it, because Hastings says, yeah, probably because I'm staying for lunch. Hastings. So Buckingham then tells him, come, are you going? And Hastings replies, I'll follow you, my lord. They exit. Okay, that was the end of Act 3, Scene 2. Peace.